When the Pinsley Rail Company purchased the railroad formerly operated by Conrail in 1982 and turned it into what is now known as the Pioneer Valley Railroad, it ushered in a new era for the short line rail industry in western Massachusetts. Since that time, their client list has continued to grow along the rails, as well as with their warehouse and distribution services. Connecting Point's Brian Sullivan shines a light on this Class 3 rail company in this next story as he chased trains around several 413 towns to get a look at the state of freight in western Mass.
America may have more than twice as much railroad track covering its landscape than all of China, but China ranks number 1 on the list of passenger kilometers. That's a measurement of rail ridership. The United States, well, we're way down on that list at number 23 according to a 2017 survey. But what we lack in ridership, we make up for in freight. Annually, 29 million carloads originate here in the States and 30 million terminate here. And while the Class 1 operators like CSX may cover the most ground and attract all the attention, short rail freight companies are operating behind the scenes, helping to make it all possible, with several of them located right here in Massachusetts.
Here in the Commonwealth, there are 12 railroad companies and over 1,000 railroad miles. For Pioneer Valley Railroad, a short line company that operates out of Westfield and Holyoke, 16 of those miles are under their jurisdiction.
By definition, a short line railroad is an independent rail company that operates over a short distance. In the case of PVRR, they do so while interchanging revenue traffic with other larger railroads, like CSX and Pan Am Southern. They take cars to several of their customers in the Westfield and Holyoke area, like this shipment of granite blocks at their warehouse on Springdale Road in Westfield. They're also tasked with building trains for the bigger companies. So before trains like this can go out for the long haul, their assembly takes place at the short line rail yard.
CSX will deliver us a train of, say, 50 cars. And those 50 cars will go to several different destinations here in Westfield and Holyoke, all the different customers, maybe 3 cars here, 5 cars there, 10 cars there. Well, we'll take those 3 cars and we'll take them to that customer. And then we'll come back and grab the next 7 cars and take them to the next customer. And at the same time, we'll bring back cars that are released from that customer and build a train to hand back off to the CSX or Pan Am.
Customer satisfaction may be extremely important from the company's business perspective, but the most critical factor to their day-to-day operation is safety. Ideally, the numbers on this counter hanging up in the conference room will only go up. A major component of that safety is communication. On the morning that we stopped in, there was steady dialogue between all the parties involved. And that seems like a pretty good method when dealing with giant rolling hunks of metal that weigh over 100 tons.
Our number 1 asset at the Pioneer Valley is our employees. And we want to make sure that they have a safe work environment each and every day. And how we accomplish that is having the courage to care. If you see something, you say something. If there's an employee next to you that's about to do something wrong or doesn't have the proper PPE that he needs to do his or her job, we have the courage to care to say, hey, let's get what we need to do the job safely.
Those safety measures should extend to the public as well. There's a reason those arms come down where they do at railroad crossings. But not every crossing has those arms, or even the bells and lights, so paying attention is paramount. If stopping an automobile on a dime is difficult, try stopping a 100-ton locomotive traveling over 60 miles an hour with 50 rail cars in tow. And while waiting at the crossings for the train to come through may be a 5-minute burden for the drivers, what the public may not see directly is the positive impact that rail has had not only on the local economy, but on the environment as well. And that includes both the Class 1 operators and a short line company like Pioneer Valley Railroad.
It's really important in keeping a region economically competitive, and also it gives us other benefits, particularly on the environmental side. Taking trucks off the road, reducing greenhouse gases, which connects you to climate change, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a good thing. People think it's small because it's Class 3. It may be small, but it's really important in terms of the whole way the system works.
For every one of those companies that comes and locates along the rail line for business purposes, that creates jobs, and there's a huge economic spin that comes off of that. And they've been great members of the community as well. You know, back in the early 2000s, the city of Westfield purchased the southern part of that line and created the Columbia Greenway. So, you know, they've really added a lot to the community, not just in the jobs and the economic development opportunities that it provides, but also becoming really a part of the fabric of the community.